Hey everybody, it is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is called Your Apples Are Delicious. Rumor has it, okay? So we're gonna find out your person's thoughts and feelings. And for those of you that would like to continue on with me to the 18 plus extended reading, there'll be a link to my Vimeo channel below. Everything you need is in my description box below, including how to follow me on social media, how to request a personal reading, and also my other channel, Light of Ascension Tarot. There's a link for that channel there as well too. So everything you could want and need is there. Thank you so much everybody for being here today with me. And we're gonna go ahead and get into your reading, okay? So let's do it. We have pile number 1, which is represented by the sun magnet, okay? So if you're feeling that, you'll choose pile number 1. For pile number 2, we have Jupiter, okay? Jupiter, the planet Jupiter. If you're feeling that, you'll choose pile number 2. And for pile number 3, we have Saturn. If you're feeling Saturn today, you'll choose pile number 3, okay? So our choices are Sun, Jupiter, Saturn. Pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. And there'll be a link in my description box below to the timestamps to each pile. Of course, feel free to mix it up and watch more than one pile. There may be multiple messages for you in different piles, okay? So we are going to go ahead and get into it. Let's do it. These cards like to... They're a new deck that I got, and it's real interesting sometimes. Look, there's the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. There's a Scorpio, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it, everybody. Let's do it. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the sun, and I just have to tell you, pile number 1, can you believe that the year is already halfway over? Isn't that wild? 2022. I actually thought it was 2023 yesterday, but anyway, maybe some of you were talking about that with someone recently, or someone mentioned that because Spirit's like, mention that to pile number 1, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get into it today. The reading is called Your Apples Are Delicious, and we're gonna find out your person's thoughts and feelings. And for those of you that would like to get an extended reading from me, the extended reading will be 18 plus, and it will be on my Vimeo channel, of which all the information is below in my description box. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the energy of pile number 1, who comes here today seeking your guidance. Thank you for allowing me to be the medium in the channel between yourself and pile number 1. My dog just did her little hacking up type of thing that she does every once in a while. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but anyway, pile number 1, I'm getting that some of you may be sensitive to certain noises. I think there's a thing called synesthesia or something like that. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but basically when people are very like sensitive to like sounds or music or to noises, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I'm getting that some people here may have been sensitive to sound or music or loud noises or irritating noises recently, okay? And sometimes it's hard to listen to things, isn't it, these days? Let's see, what else? What else here? Okay, yeah, Spirit's talking to me about somebody's eardrums, or like, you know, when someone is cleaning out their ears with a Q-tip, that type of thing. Also, Spirit's talking to me about a metal eardrum, which I don't even know if you could have such a thing, but maybe they're mentioning like somebody going to a metal concert or a heavy metal concert, or going to a lot of concerts and having, you know, a lot of times when people go to a lot of concerts, their hearing gets a little bit damaged. But anyway, pile number 1. Let's go ahead and see what else we have for pile number 1 for channeled messages. Anything else? Okay, Spirit is talking to me about the color orange. Okay, so maybe some of you like orange, or you have orange around you right now, or something orange with you, okay? Let's see what else for pile number 1. Anything else you want to bring through, Spirit? Okay, I just feel like somebody like went like a breath of fresh air, or like blowing out a candle, or you know, exhaling really heavily, or something like whoosh, like a noise, something like that. All right, we have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, pile number 1. How deep is your love? Is it deeper than the ocean? Pile number 1. I like your apples. They are delicious. Ace of Cups. Ooh, what do we have here for pile number 1? Okay. He loves me not. She loves me not. Let's go ahead and get into it. Pile number 1. That's enough monkeying around. That's enough dicking around, right? Pile number 1. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to take that Ace of Cups, because let's make it be our guide during your reading. And let's make it so that our heart is staying open and our heart doesn't lie to us. Okay. And I feel like that could be a first message here for you guys. Like the heart doesn't lie, or the heart doesn't lie to us, you know, not if we're really in the flow. Okay. So the sun exposes everything too, right? Everything under the sun is love. So let's go ahead and do it. Pile number 1. We have a death. Okay. Scorpionic energy. We have the Page of Cups. Water, 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 pants on fire. Ooh, as soon as I said that, there is the Judgment card. Okay, so I'm talking about something being on fire. All right. Something I'm getting right away, just as this person is moving forward on their path and is finally opening up their heart to new things here. Here comes a really big freight train. Here comes a really big change. And here comes a super duper heart opening, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead, pile number 1, and get the rest of the cards out here, okay? I also feel like somebody here could really like a water sign big time, all right? Pile number 1, or somebody likes somebody who's kind of like gothy, all right? Or used to be kind of gothy, all right? Because I am definitely getting that. And talking about like metal music and concerts, that definitely, with the death card, that makes total sense. Okay, but let's go ahead and see. We have camera, reminiscing, learning from the past, and making new memories. Okay, learning from the past and making new memories. We have an axe, where we stop the pattern on something. Okay, just when I'm finally moving forward. All right, here's pile number 1. We have a hand of cards, taking a chance, taking a risk, and just going for it, all right? Even if it hurts, sometimes we just have to keep going. You are the best thing that has happened to me, this person is saying to you, okay? And sometimes when we move forward on the path, all we have is the memory of love, and the one time that we opened up our heart and we had it broken and we had it trampled. But, you know, learning from the past and moving forward, all right? And let's see what else we have. We have children. Children are an important part to this relationship, and the Page of Cups could definitely be a child here too. It can also talk about the inner child and the child within. The Page of Cups really wanting to play, okay? And with the Ace of Cups and death, we could talk about the death of love, or love isn't what it used to be. And nobody's really like crazy romantic anymore. Nobody really like, you know, Meatloaf style. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that, you know, type of thing. Could you take me through every fantasy you've got? Could you hose me down with holy water if I get too hot? Can you take me places I've never been before? Death, the Page of Cups, I can do that, okay? And let's go ahead and see what else. We have decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. The decision and the axe here. Are we going to give something an axe, or are we going to you know, keep going with this, okay? If we keep going, you know, there's big revelations and big changes that need to happen here. You are the best thing that has happened to me. Also, somebody really waking up to their heart is what I'm getting here, okay? Like really waking up to the fact that something matters to them, all right? Because death can make us feel like nothing matters anymore. Like, yes, things are changing, but we have no idea where things are headed or where they're going. And that can be kind of scary, okay? And death and judgment are pretty powerful paths and two major arcana cards. And we have somebody stuck in the middle there, you know, and that can make somebody feel kind of vulnerable, right? Like feeling a little bit vulnerable there. So we may have a decision that we need to make about a child, or maybe a decision about whether you and this person want a child or not, right? You know, sometimes that comes up in a conversation like, oh, I'd like to have another child, or I'd like to have a child, or I don't want children at all, and you happen to have a child, right? So there could be something about that, okay? But a situation like that is pretty powerful. And of course, sometimes we have to make a decision because of children, okay? Or because of changes and things that are happening, all right? And with death here, like somebody really like changing their path and needing to make a decision about their heart. Okay, we have love here. Oh my gosh, a decision about love. And the Page of Cups wanting to, wanting to show that they love you, pile number one, okay? And wanting to take a chance, even if something is scary, you know, with the death card here, even if something feels scary or overwhelming, this person here with this hand of cards, you know, wanting to take a chance, wanting to get to know you, wanting to talk to you, wanting to hold you, touch you, kiss you, you know, all of that stuff. And the Sun is all about an energy of confidence, right? And I feel like some of you are healing your own heart, pile number one, from things that happened in the past, okay? And slowly but surely, you know, inch by inch, we move on from things. And in the death card, we see the sun coming out in the background, okay? And leading to better days ahead, and the promise of a new day, right? So the sun guiding us here as we're moving forward. But yeah, so the death card in the tarot has a lot to do with movement and change. And the Page of Cups, so I feel like this is you guys, pile number one, reminiscing, learning from the past, and thinking about your future here and what you want love to be in the future here with the Ace of Cups. And here you come along, you know, or here this person comes along with the cup, with that same cup, wanting to talk to you, being sweet on you, and wanting to date you. Also, the Page of Cups is a card of somebody who has a crush, okay? And you may be playing it a little bit safe here with this hand of cards, but underneath it, or just playing it cutesy, but underneath it with this Judgment card really feels that you could change their life in some major, massive way, okay? And I feel like some of you had to make a decision about a separation or something that happened here because of, because of children, maybe, or because of certain, things that happen with a child, maybe even, sometimes someone doesn't even have a child, but it's like a conversation about having children that makes two people realize like, no, we're not on the same path here, that type of thing, okay? And it's like with love here, for the love of God, where is pile number one? I want to see pile number one, okay? And Judgment too, talking about that deep urge, and coming from a place of, it's like the fire of desire, and the Page of Cups having like that whole swoon factor, okay? And I feel like some of you are going through some massive changes in your life right now, pile number one, like big time. And it may be a little bit hard for you guys to focus on love right now, because in the midst of all of this, I do see somebody here who's, trying to take a chance with you, trying to be sweet on you here. All right. But I mean, I don't know. And some of you could also have finally just started moving on from something, but then someone from your past pops up telling you that you're the best thing that ever happened to them. And it's like, wow, you finally realized that. Did you now? Did you now? Okay. And yeah, so very interesting energy. We have air. Oh my God, that's so funny because I was getting that poof of air, wasn't I? And I was going in your guys' channeled messages, and here's the air. Okay, so a message, and we have card 27 here. Somebody could be in their 20s or around that age. But you're the best thing that ever happened to me. A message about love, a message of care, a message of, you know, like I gotta get a message to pile number one, and I'm choosing to give pile number one this message in this reading, okay? And I feel like with Judgment and the Page of Cups, it's like an urgent, you know, wanting to get you a message urgently here before it's too late, right? Because by the time we get to Judgment, it's too late. Like the path behind us has been completely incinerated and has gone up in flames, and now like all you can do is walk forward, okay, by the time you get to Judgment. So it's like, let me get pile number one a message before it's too late. And yeah, and I'm getting like somebody may be nervous about that too, okay, with this hand of cards, okay, and just a little bit nervous and not wanting to show like all the way of how they feel. Maybe being kind of flirty or cutesy and not really revealing the urgency or the depth of what's behind this, okay? And we have here Virgo, all right? And we have Scorpio energy as well. It's so funny because I mentioned Scorpio before I started your pile, like right before I started your pile number one. Anyway, but we have Virgo here, service to others, responsible, and hardworking. I feel like this is you guys, pile number one. Like you guys, very responsible and hardworking. And for those of you that have children or wanted to have children or do, I bet you're, you know, I bet you've done really well with that, even if you've been hard on yourself at times. Some of you may be having a troubling issue with one of your children right now, pile number one. I just want you guys not to be too hard on yourselves, okay? Just go easy on yourself and know that you're healing with this Ace of Cups, all right? And yeah, so we have Virgo energy here, service and hard work. Some of you may be saying, well, where the hell did that get me anyway? You know, with the Death card here. And like, I feel like some of you are saying, like, I certainly haven't been that happy, you know what I mean, with certain situations, okay? And some of you could have made a decision to cut something off here with this axe and decision, all right? And I feel some of you are still thinking about the past, but also learning from the past, okay? And here we have an important message coming through here under Judgment that will really change things, I feel, pile number one, okay? Like an actual message, not just me telling you something. All right, we have Scorpion, and we have a Scorpio again here. And it says, I transform, okay? I change, I transform. And with Scorpio, we can talk about like all the elements of Scorpio, right? The scorpion itself, the snake, and the eagle, and all are various forms of Scorpio and represent various levels of evolution within Scorpio. And yeah, and I feel like I see you guys, some of you may have a connection to Egypt, or you may have a connection to like the god Anubis, okay? Anubis. Anyway, but you know, this whole thing of weighing a decision and deciding what needs to happen here. Also, you know, Scorpio energy can be pretty drastic. We have card number 20 and 27, so there could be a 7-year age difference somewhere here, or just the last 7 years, okay? But we have Virgo and Scorpio here. So, you know, definitely that energy is coming through. We could have a water sign child here too, okay? I feel like somebody keeping a keepsake of something as they move forward, all right? Okay, let's see what else here. We have the Five of Wands. Talk about being conflicted. Okay, pile number one, I feel like this person is pretty conflicted within themselves because they love you or they like you, but, you know, depending on where you're at, if this is a new thing or an old thing, but they love you, they like you, they're into you, but things are changing, and it's like once things change this drastically, it's hard to go back to something, you know, without significantly, you know, creating a lot of frustration and delays and really fucking things up, okay? And the Five of Wands is definitely an energy of I fucked up, okay? I fucked up a decision, and I'm sorry, and I don't know how to change it, but, you know, I also feel somebody here, someone could have a kid and that kid really, really likes you or cares about you, pile number one, or the person you were with really cared about your child, okay? I am getting that for some people here, but it creates quite the quandary with the Five of Wands, okay? And, you know, it's like, the Five of Wands is definitely an energy of disorganized, like something being a huge clusterfuck and being pretty disorganized, all right? But it doesn't matter, you know? I feel like what this person's feelings are is it doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't matter what happened in the past. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't care. I want to be with you. It doesn't matter, you know? Like, I can't, you know, I can't hide my feelings. They're lit up here, okay, with the sun. And somebody really feeling conflicted because, and about sending a message as well, or how to do it, or what to say, right? Because the problem here is there isn't a lot of communication. Like, I see a lot of feelings, a lot of intense feelings with death and judgment, like this person having a lot of intense feelings for you, pile number one. But in astrology, the water signs are known as being mute, okay? And that doesn't mean they never talk. It just means that they're more sensation and feeling. And in this case, I think it's particularly true. And I think, you know, the only thing we have here is this air, okay? To me, it kind of reminds me of the Ace of Swords, but it's like the beginning of a message or the beginning of a realization. But this realization causes deep conflict within this person, pile number one, okay? And it's like, I've never felt this way before. I don't really know what to say. I don't really know how to get the words out. And I am getting the energy of like somebody stumbling over their words or not saying the right thing and then kind of like kicking themselves on the back end, okay? And no doubt, like, things are very much changing. All right, a relationship could have ended recently for you, pile number one, or for this person, but I'm feeling particularly for you. And there was a big time decision that was made. These are not small decisions. These are life-changing, you know, decisions that could definitely involve children, okay? You know, and sometimes we have somebody pop up when we're going through like a massive change and they like us and they're into us, but the timing could be a bit rough. You know what I mean? But, you know, as far as the title of this reading, Your Apples Are Delicious, I feel like the Page of Cups is like, you know, the apples of pile number one are delicious, you know, and Judgment is fire. So it's like all these feelings and all this intensity, but, you know, nowhere to go with it, all right? Just kind of festering inside of someone. And it's like, you know, I could fancy a date with you or something, okay? I'm getting some of you have gone through a massive relationship upset and change, but there's someone that wants to date you, okay? And, you know, I think with this Ace of Cups, you guys know that eventually, like, your heart is healing, or you will heal, and like you will love again, okay? But I think this person coming through Some of you may be wondering, like, well, do they have an agenda? Okay, if it's someone from your past coming through with some issue about a child, of course they have an agenda. Okay, of course they do. They do. With Judgment backing up the Page of Cups here, of course they do. Okay, and somebody could be feeling kind of judged about the way that they're raising their child, or what somebody said something to them that wasn't helpful or caused a lot of conflict here with the Five of Wands. It's like, I have something to say and it's burning my lips. I want to say it so bad, but I don't know, is it the right time? Is it the right place? That type of thing. Okay. So I feel like some of you could have somebody that has an unrelated person, not a past person, but a new person, or a person that has a crush on you, but maybe is a little bit afraid to say something, okay? And people always realize that the person they were with was the best thing that ever happened to them after they're gone, with the Death card here. However, with Judgment, for those of you that are on the move from an ex, or leaving a situation, or running from an ex as well, I feel like, this person's higher self knows that you're the best thing that ever could happen to them. And I doubt they're going to find anyone better than you, pile number one. So, sometimes people royally fuck up their life story. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so, it's like, I screwed up and now I don't know what to do. Okay. But I also feel like this person that has a crush on you, or likes you, or wants to talk to you, maybe knows a little bit about what's been going on, or senses intuitively that you've been through a big change. And I feel like some of you could be a little bit afraid that your children are maybe picking up on that too, or that it's gonna impact them as well, maybe in a way that's not so positive, but that's very challenging, okay? But pile number one, I know that you love with all of your heart. Ace of Cups. I know you do, okay? And I think, things have to get pretty bad for you guys to like leave someone, because I feel you are very loyal, pile number one, okay? But let's go ahead and see. Your apples are delicious. Let's see, what does this Page of Cups want to tell my pile number ones? What does this Page of Cups want to tell pile number one, please? Ace of Wands. Oh boy. And there's the Ten of Cups. Truly, truly wanting to connect with you and hoping that this new beginning, or this new start, or this new connection will bring happiness. Okay. And I think they don't want to come off too eager. That's why they're holding a hand of cards. But with Judgment here, I feel like they are expecting, big things from this connection. And I feel like with Judgment, some of them are saying, I've never really felt this way before. Like, I feel very turned on by this. And I'm excited, right? With the Ace of Wands. I mean, this whole Ace of Wands energy is, you turn me on. Okay. So some of you may have like I said, like a gothy side to you, or like, like a really like vampire-y side to you, or like a naughty sexual side to you, or you may have like, you may have a lot of passion within you. Pile number one, okay? Some of you here may be Virgos, or have Virgo or Scorpio in your chart, but like, for a Virgo, I mean, Virgos can be low down, naughty, dirty too. Every Virgos get a reputation for being prudes, but I don't think that's true at all. Not from the Virgos I've known anyway. Anyway, much love, Virgos. But yeah, I mean, something about you really turns this person on and really grabs their attention. Talking about fire, okay? With the Ace of Wands, feeling pretty fired up to talk to you and to see you, even if it's not the best time for you, okay? Even if it's a hard time for you. So, one thing, if you guys are feeling a little conflicted here with the Five of Wands, should I be dating? Should I don't know. I mean, I think underneath it all, we have the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Underneath it all, you guys still really do believe in love. And there's going to be a lot of opportunities for happiness here with the Page of Wands and Three of Cups. But I would say start off slowly and start off as friends, and don't push it or rush it too much if you guys are kind of getting out there, because I do think there's some big, massive, sweeping changes happening for you right now. So maybe like a sexy friend or something is popping in on the scene here. All right, pile number one. So that is what I'm getting for you, my loves. And for those of you that would like to join me on my Vimeo channel, we will be getting 18 plus messages. I love the fact that you have 2 aces in your pile as well, pile number one. All right, so who is number one? It's pile number one. Thank you so much, my loves, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. Let's move on to pile number two. Let's do it. Okay. Ooh, I need a little drink there. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose Jupiter today for your planet, okay? And today's reading is called Your Apples Are Delicious. There's a rumor on the street that pile number two has apples that are delicious. So let's go ahead, I love it. Let's go ahead and get into it today. And for those of you that would like to hit the 18 plus extended reading, we will be getting additional messages as well if you want to go deeper with me. So let's go ahead and do it. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the energy of pile number two, who comes here today. Under the banner of Jupiter, flying wild and free, and asking me, Natalie, what they should do about everything, okay? Pile number two, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. So let's go ahead and see. Spirit, thank you for allowing me to be the medium in the channel between yourself and pile number two. Let's go ahead and get to it, all right? I just heard in all due process or in all, or due process or something, which due process is like under the law. So somebody here may work in a legal capacity in some way, but I also feel like in due time, all things unfold. I feel like some of you here with Jupiter really wanting to believe in that optimism, like things getting bigger, badder, faster, stronger. You know what I'm saying? Pile number two. So let's see what other channeled messages, okay? Spirit is showing me like feline energy, showing me cat, or showing me like a big cat or even a normal cat, like smaller cat, like swiping or taking a swipe at somebody or hissing at somebody, okay? So maybe some of you had a cat do that recently, or maybe you have an ill-tempered cat that likes to likes to take a little swipe, okay? Or maybe there's been some catty behavior around you lately, pile number two. But let's go ahead and see what else. With the cat reference, we could have some Leos in this pile, fire signs showing up. Let's see what else. Okay, I just heard it hits me like a freight train, okay? We could be talking about this person's feelings already, okay? And I've channeled this before, but Spirit's showing me it again. They're showing me like a fire station or a fireman. Some people here may find firemen like incredibly hot, or fire women or firemen, like, you know, people that actually work in that capacity, or maybe you know someone that works in that capacity, okay? I just heard the boys in blue, okay? So maybe somebody here likes people in uniform, all right? Or they like people in uniform, that type of thing. I had a Leo friend once and she loved guys in uniform, just like drooled over them incessantly. It was so funny, which I don't really have anyway, you don't need to know. I don't care if someone wears a uniform or not, but anyway. Okay, I'm also getting like somebody here who, I'm getting the energy of somebody who worked in a factory that has something to do with animals, but also somebody who doesn't appreciate, like, you know, hard, painful things happening to animals, like PETA type of energy, okay? But then like somebody who works in a factory, like with animal stuff. Anyway, pile number two, okay? Maybe you had someone in your family, or I feel like something about making up for past karma in someone's family is coming up here. Pile number 2, just in general. All right, but let's see what else. Let's see what else here for pile number 2. Okay, I just heard like a goose egg or a goose egg hunt, but I think it's actually an Easter egg hunt, but something about a goose egg, okay? Maybe some of you saw geese or a goose recently, or a swan. Spirit's bringing forward those, okay? Those symbols for you. Swan is always a symbol of Venus, okay? Also the goddess Saraswati, I think, right? Doesn't she ride on a swan? Okay, but to my Hindu friends out there, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see anything else here for pile number 2 for channeled messages. Okay, Spirit is making me feel like I'm drinking like Tang or something like that, okay? Do you guys remember Tang from back in the day? I think it's kind of nasty if you drank it now, but maybe some of you really liked like powdery, sugary drinks when you were younger, or you liked Tang, or somebody in your family liked Tang. Anyway, it's like, I feel like somebody giving someone a different drink, or a different type of a drink, or like a drink that has like a mix of powder or something in it, someone tasting it and being like, what's that, you know? So interesting. Talking about offering someone a drink, here's the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I'd like to offer pile number 2 a drink, maybe a sweet treat, maybe not something so bitter. But anyway, the Knight of Cups in the tarot is a Scorpio, so we could have a hidden Scorpio already popping up in your reading pile number 2, and leave it to them to be on the bottom of the deck and acting all secretive, okay? Somebody leaving your home late at night here, okay? And we have the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Pile number 2, what do you guys got going on? You got a couple people, or you got something going on here? Does someone have a few secrets if they knew, right? If your girl only knew that he was trying to get with me, you know, these types of things, it wouldn't make him very happy, okay? But I see somebody leaving somebody's house late at night. Anyway, pile number 2, don't let me blow you up. Don't let me blow all your secrets up, but let's go ahead and see. Wheel of Fortune. I just heard, I don't have that going on right now, Natalie, but I had it going on before, or I've had that before in my life, okay? Good for you. And look at the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is ruled, or is associated with the planet Jupiter, okay? So you have Jupiter on top of Jupiter. We're just getting more Jupiter, all right? What was that saying? Like, boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider or something. Anyway, not making fun of the boys, but you know what I'm saying. Pile, maybe I am, I don't know. Pile number 2, don't judge me. But we have 2 major arcana. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Hangman, and oh, the Star card, there it is again. Wow, 3 major arcana. Wow, pile number 2. I just heard, I like that body, boo, okay? So I feel like this person watching you, looking at you, and it's like, I want to go slow, don't you know? Like that type of thing, okay? And I want to be something that like you've never experienced before, is what I feel like this person is saying. Like, you haven't met someone like me before. This is something you've never experienced before. And you guys are like, no shit, over here with the Star card. I'm feeling good, okay? And it's about time, pile number 2, that you feel good, and you know, you feel comfortable with yourself. You feel like you're aligning to good things in your life right now. I feel like some of you may be hitting a lucky streak with all this Jupiter energy, okay? The Wheel of Fortune wants to move very quickly and move fast, and it's all about circulating new energy. The Hangman, not moving so fast, okay? But we're still having fun. With the Star card, we're still feeling good, feeling nice. Let's see what else. We have Boat, okay? Receiving what you need, progression, okay? Something finally arriving on a boat, okay? Maybe some of you want to go on some rich person's boat. Pile number 2. Yeah, we have the chaser. Okay, you guys just, you don't want to miss the boat on life's opportunities and the things that could come your way. Okay, and I don't think this person wants to miss the boat on you either. Okay, and right, it's all about timing. It's like we could be 2 ships passing in the night, or we could be, on each other's ships having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Pile number 2. So the chaser here, I feel like some of you maybe felt like you had to chase this person at one point, but I feel like you guys have significantly chilled out here with the Star card, and I think it's actually working and maybe bringing you what you want in life, actually. We have here love. Yeah, there it is, bringing you the love. Self-love, oneness, passion, attraction. Give me that love, okay? Chasing after love over here. And it's like with the Wheel of Fortune, I'm willing to do what I gotta do, all right? And I feel like this person is saying, this is coming out under the Hangman, I feel like they're saying, yeah, of course, I see love when I see you, okay? And I do feel like, okay, one energy that I'm getting here is a situation where you two really like each other, want each other, are into each other, but we don't know where something is headed with the Wheel of Fortune yet, or things in the environment may be rapidly accelerating or changing, or maybe we don't always have the opportunity to see one another, but they're like in the, physical, but somebody could live at a distance with the Wheel of Fortune, but there is this pent-up emotion, I feel like, in the Hanged Man, this pent-up emotion of love, okay? And the Hanged Man represents Neptune in the tarot, so it's like that spiritual love. It also represents just pure water, purifying energy. And you're coming off to this person. I mean, talk about your apples. Look at the Star card with her 2 apples right there. You guys are coming off really like, a superstar to this person. You're coming off as the ideal, okay? I feel like this person has like meditated on you a lot, thought about you a lot, and thought of all the different ways with the Wheel of Fortune that they could, have you, get to know you, be with you, with the Hangman, like the imagination running wild. And I feel like you guys are like over here being all innocent, like, what did I even do? Like, I'm just being me. I'm just being natural. Okay. Good for you. Pile number 2. I'm sorry for all the things I didn't say. Okay. I feel like both of you may feel sorry for the things that didn't get said. Okay. And sometimes if we don't say what needs to say, then something happens, life changes, and we miss the boat. Okay. I'm sorry for all of the things I didn't say. And I often say to people that, like, pay attention to what people aren't saying, because you could say so many things, in the English language or whatever language, you could say so many different things to a person. But what is someone not saying? Okay. And with the Hangman here, this person, I think, feeling sorry for not maybe saying how they're feeling. Okay. And for in the past, maybe not just coming out direct with it and saying how they're feeling. We have here boundaries, firm boundaries are needed now. Okay, I think you guys have been working on that though, pile number 2, okay? You guys might have really been chasing after someone or chasing after love in the past because you didn't want something to pass you by or to miss a chance at love. Okay, because I feel you guys are actually like very romantic, or are romantics underneath it all right? And we have here support, lean on your inner circle during this time, okay? And if circumstances took a person from you, pile number 2, that took them away from you or moved them to a different place, or caused you not to always be able to see this person because factors bigger were going on and creating change here with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like, you know, there could have been a fear of abandonment, okay, that caused you maybe to chase love in the past, pile number 2, or a fear of losing someone, all right? And so there is an apology here, I feel like, coming through pile number 2, and like a recognition of the beautiful soul that you are. Okay, I'm gonna stop there, pile number 2, and we'll see what else. Look, as soon as I said, I'm gonna stop there, I pulled this stop card. Okay, so maybe it was time to stop loving a certain person from your past and go with the changes that are happening in life, okay? And it says unconditional love. I mean, unconditional love is a beautiful thing. It's very like romantic, spiritual love, but unconditional love, when we're just keep giving ourselves and our love to someone, but they're not really like responding, or they're not really like, you know, being for us the way that they should be, okay, then it's time to put a stop, okay, and to have some boundaries and look for some support with the people around you, okay? But with the Wheel of Fortune and the boat, I think circumstances are changing for you big time, pile number 2, okay? And I do see a lot of healing and recognition of your own self-worth here, which just makes you more and more attractive and just makes you light up the room even further, okay? And I do feel an attraction here. This person has an attraction to you for sure. We have Phoenix and Right, okay? So a rite of passage. You know, in your channeled messages, I said in due time, or when the time is right. And, you know, we have a rite of passage here, okay? And we have a phoenix who has risen from the ashes of the past to conquer and bravely face the things in their life that have caused them pain and disappointment. And, you know, the Star card can be like where we're groping around and reaching in the darkness for something that really lights up our soul inside, okay? And I also feel like you are the light in this person's darkness, okay? Pile number 2. And you guys keep rising from the ashes, okay? And we have here card, like I said, card 42. So somebody could be in their 40s in this connection, or the number 42 may be important here, okay? And the Phoenix too is like, I'm not gonna let anything hold me back anymore. And I also feel like Phoenixes are like very mystical, you know, and mythological, mystical, all of that. And I feel like seeing you is like a mystical, magical, mythological, like I finally saw pile number 2 type of energy, okay? And some of you may, with the Star card, you may have like just been taking some time for yourself, or not putting yourself out there as much anymore, instead taking on the inner growth. And then you rise from the ashes like the phoenix, okay? We have Gemini energy here, adaptable, quick-witted, and communication. Okay, I'm sorry for all the things that I didn't say, that I was like sitting on. I feel like this person is saying like they have a lot that they want to tell you. And I feel like this person is having their inner world change a lot too, with the Hangman and the Wheel of Fortune. And there's been a lot of ups and downs for them too. Okay, but so much left to say between you two. Also, some of you in this pile could have Gemini in your chart. And maybe it's very hard for you guys sometimes to hold back from reaching out and grabbing something when you want it. And some of you may be very spontaneous with the Wheel of Fortune here. The Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter, Sagittarius energy showing up in this reading, also with the Star card Aquarius, and then we have Gemini. Okay, so those are some of the signs that I'm getting. Some of you may have big time Neptune energy in your chart as well. All right, but with the Wheel of Fortune, we're not afraid to go after what we want. But with the Hangman, something within us is stopping us, okay? And we may be second guessing something or questioning something. And that has to stop too, pile number 2, if you're constantly like second guessing yourself, all right? And stopping yourself before you even start something, okay? That's just like a side message for you guys. Oh my God, look at this. I feel like your guides have come in here and are lifting you up by your hair. And you guys are like, wait, I'm not done here. I don't want to go yet. And your guides are like, too bad, you know? Okay, we told you to stop, all right, with something, okay? And maybe it has to do with loving unavailable people, you know what I mean? Pile number 2, and I mean, we've all been there. We have definitely, I mean, most of us have been there. A lot of stuff like that can come from a fear of abandonment and codependency and stuff like that. And, you know, a lot of people struggle with that, pile number 2. So, but again, I feel like you guys here are really beautiful with the star card, you know, and them apples are looking pretty sweet. Those tites or those boobies are looking pretty sweet and delicious in the star card, okay? But it's like with this Gemini card, it's like, get your mind out of the gutter, pile number 2, okay? And this person that you came here for this reading, their mind has been in the gutter for a while looking at you, okay? And looking at the love that you give and the love that you bring. And, you know, it's like a wolf whistle in pile number 2. We have Jupiter. Wow, pile number 2. We have Jupiter return and benefits. And we have card 42 and 49 again. And it was just literally 222 on my clock as well, pile number 2. So you guys are getting a lot of signs in your reading. This is a lot of Jupiter energy. And sometimes with all that Jupiter energy, we just want to like go crazy and we just want to like give everything and accept everything and open up to all that there is. Jupiter can be a very generous energy as well too. Some of you may have people in your inner circle that are telling you guys like, stop chasing after, you know, stop chasing after whoever, because that person sucks, you know, that type of thing. But somebody's inner world, I feel like this person's inner world is changing, pile number 2. And I feel like they do notice you. I feel like they do see you. Especially they want to see you naked with the star card, okay? But, you know, one thing you can't do, pile number 2, is continue to like chase after love, right? And I think you guys know that. I think you're like, yeah, I'm like the phoenix. You can't keep pile number 2 down for too long, all right? And there may be a lot of things that you want to say or that they want to say. I feel particularly this person would like to say some things to you. You may want to say some things to them too. But pile number 2, I would say don't, okay? With the stop card here, if something moves them here with the Wheel of Fortune, then to say something, then so be it. But if not, you're not running after it because you have boundaries. And some of you need to shake your ass on a boat anyway, okay? Pile number 2, it's so windy out right now and it just turned really stormy, which is kind of wild. And I just heard like a weird noise and it made me jump, pile number 2. But, you know, sometimes the weather can change like that, like super rapidly, which certainly reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune, right? That's like tarot come alive in real life. But Jupiter return, like, you know, somebody wanting to return. There's an album, I think, by Odessa, isn't it? And it's called In Return. And whenever I see this card, I always think of that album, but very like artistic work, all right? Some of you here may be quite artistic anyway and have like a really interesting mind that works differently. I feel like pile number 3. Okay, but with Jupiter returns, you know, it's like, I want to get back with you. I want to be back in your arms. I want to feel that excitement again, okay? But it has to be from this person, pile number 2. it cannot be from you, okay? Because you're too busy, like, you know, healing and cleansing yourself emotionally, I feel. And your guides are also like, nope, you know, and you're like, wait, I'm trying to fight a bitch over here. Or I'm trying to fight somebody. I'm trying to do, and your guides are like, nope, you're not wasting your energy. You're not wasting your time. You're not wasting your beauty. It's time to be the phoenix, okay? And we have here, all right now, here's the Knight of Swords. So again, with the Aquarius energy pushing in big time into your reading. Also, if someone was going to be a chaser, it definitely could be the Knight of Swords, like chasing after the next high, chasing after what they want. You know, the Knight of Swords can be kind of like brutal energy as well. It's really windy. And, you know, the horse that he's riding on is like, what are you doing? Like, do you know what you're doing? And the Knight of Swords just moves so fast. A lot of people can't really understand the Knight of Swords and like the decisions that they're making and the things that they're saying. Okay. And this also goes kind of with this Gemini energy of being very adaptable, quick-witted, and flying by the seat of your pants. Okay. The Knight of Swords is air of air energy. So it's a lot of air, you know, and with the Knight of Swords, you can get a lot of hot air and kind of like say too much, right? Which is what we definitely want to be careful with. I feel like the Knight of Swords, though, is really good for like expressing yourself, like with stream of conscious writing, or writing things that like shock people, or, you know, it would really be good for like a radio DJ or something like that, because it's like very exciting and interesting and all of that, okay? And I feel like this person, they like your mind as well. Pile number 2, it's not just about your body and your apples, but I feel like they also, you know, they find your mind very exciting, and it's like they want to seduce your soul. You know what I'm saying? And seduce your mind as well. The Hangman is all about the mind, okay? And sometimes we can live like with a terror in our mind that something bad is going to happen, and so we like overdo something to the max because we're afraid that if we don't say something or don't do something, we'll regret it, right? And anyway, talk about feeling all fired up here with the Knight of Swords, okay? And some of you could have somebody that's hot on your trail as well, like another person. Some of you could have an air sign that is, you know, coming up from behind you as we speak, okay? Some of you may be getting a fast message or a quick message from someone really soon too. Maybe after you watch this reading or you see this reading, you hear of something and somebody reaches out to you, okay? Somebody's interested in getting to know you, all right? And I don't think it's the person that this whole reading was been about. I feel like this could be a different person that's all hot up on you, pile number 2, or wants to be, all right? If you want them to be, they want to be, okay? And I mean, I could see why boundaries are a thing right now, because you guys are in a transition, in a phase of, you know, changing the way life goes here with the Wheel of Fortune, and following the advice of your guides and staying on top of things here, trying your best to do that, okay? So some of you may not even be aware that somebody is trying to seduce you or talk to you or get your attention, okay? Because maybe you're too busy doing other things, or you can't even tell, but they're urgently wanting, okay, so I'm also getting somebody at work, having somebody at work that thinks that you're attractive, pile number 2, okay? I'm just getting that. I'm getting like you guys just going about your business, doing your thing, and somebody wanting to talk to you or hear your voice, I feel like as well, pile number 2, okay? So let's go ahead and see. What does this Okay, for the person that pile number 2 came here for, resonating in this reading, Spirit, can you tell me, what is their message? After this, pile number 2, we'll take it to your 18 plus extended reading and get more messages, okay? About dem apples, pile number 2. So let's go ahead and, you know, it's so hard to stop loving someone when you have such a big heart, like pile number 2, like when you have such a big, generous heart, okay? But with the star card, it's all about directing your emotions in a way that is like very smart, you know what I mean, and intelligent, and not like getting so sloppy with it, okay? But let's go ahead and see for my pile number 2s, what is a message from this person, a message from the Hangman here to pile number 2, a message here. Oh my God, the Knight of Swords. It's me. It's me. You idiot, I want to talk to you. It's me. Not you idiot, but you know what I mean. Oh my God, pile number 2. Wow. Okay, you guys may think that somebody's long gone from your life or that they're just floating off in the ether here. This person is like, it's me. I'm trying to get your attention. I'm trying to talk to you. Wow, okay. Because I asked for a message from the Hangman, and the Hangman gave me the Knight of Swords. So, yeah, message received, okay? And let's see, like so badly. Well, and this whole thing of I'm sorry for all the things I didn't say, right? So this person saying, I actually have a lot of things to say to you. I actually really, really do. With the World card on the bottom of the deck, some of you may have thought that this thing was over, okay? Or you put the kibosh on it, okay? But this person's like, no, I am actually sorry for all the things that I didn't say. And I do have a lot to say, okay? Pile number 2, very interesting. I've never actually seen that happen before. Okay then, alrighty then, message received from this person, pile number 2. So we're gonna go ahead and take it to your extended, that's why I love the tarot, you know? We're gonna take it to your extended reading, pile number 2. If you wanna join me there, you can find me on my Vimeo channel, okay? Link is in the description box below. Take care, pile number 2. Hope to see you again soon. Let's move on to pile number 3. Let's do it. Woo, let's do it. Saturn's getting wild over here. Let's see. Let's get you all set up and ring the bell here for pile number 3. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose Saturn today, living dangerously, I see. Pile number 3, the big bad baddie of them all, Saturn, okay? And the most malefic planet in all of astrology. I love it. Pile number 3. You don't shy away, do you? So let's go ahead and get into it. Your apples are delicious. Pile number 3. We're going to find out your person's thoughts and feelings, and then we'll take it to the 18 plus extended reading if you'd like to join me on my Vimeo channel, okay? So let's go ahead and pop into the reading. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the energy of pile number 3, who comes today seeking your guidance. Thanking you for allowing me to be the medium in the channel for pile number 3. All right, I feel like your guys' energy coming through is like very crisp, very sharp, very smart, and yeah, like that type of a thing, okay? Pile number 3, look alive, all right? And some of you working very hard, and I do feel like pile number 3, some of you are really impressing the people around you with certain things that you've been doing or saying or learning is also what I feel, okay? If some of you have a teacher or a mentor, I feel like you're really impressing them right now. Pile number 3, your hard work will pay off, okay? But let's go ahead and get some channeled messages for pile number 3, and then we'll jump into the reading. Okay, so I just heard big fish, little fish. I have no idea what that means, okay? Maybe there's a Pisces here, but big fish, little fish, okay? And tuna casserole or something. I don't know. Pile number 3. I feel like I'm eating like a casserole or like a dish that someone's grandma would have made or something like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and see. I just heard you're just like me, okay? Also, I feel like I'm seeing a picture of someone holding a fish. Maybe some of you saw a person on a dating app holding a fish. A lot of people will make fun of that. But I also feel like someone in your family could have a picture of someone holding a fish too after like a trip. Anyway, pile number 3. What a trip, huh? What a trip we live on. What a planet we live on. Every day is a trip. Every day is an acid trip. Terrence McKenna in the house, pile number 3. Anyway, let's see. Let's see what else. Nothing but philosophy for pile number 3. Let's see. Anything else here for the channeled messages for pile number 3? I just heard lettuce and Parmesan cheese. Okay, so somebody could be, I feel like somebody eating like, you know, like if you go to an Italian restaurant and you get like appetizers there and you get, I forget what some of the main ones are. I haven't been, I'm feral, pile number 3. I haven't been to a restaurant forever. But anyway, someone here having like an appetizer that's Italian, or someone having a salad with Parmesan cheese, or putting a lot of Parmesan cheese all over something. It could be on pizza. And then you have like, you know, a salad too, but you eat like one piece of, you know, lettuce and that's it. The rest is pizza. Anyway, pile number 3, I like it. Here's the Empress on the bottom of the deck. So indeed, your apples are very, very sweet. Also, your apples are vicious too, okay? I like that. I like a vicious pair of apples. So let's do it, pile number 3. Let's see, what are their thoughts and feelings? We have the 8 of Wands. We have the 7 of Cups, okay? What to do, what to do, what should I think, okay? And we have Temperance. All right, okay, pile number 3. And I feel like this person is saying, I just get lost in my head sometimes and lose my concentration when I'm around you. And because it is very exciting. I mean, the 8 of Wands is very exciting. And I just heard all dressed up but no place to go or something like that, pile number 3. Anyway, I feel like somebody, I feel someone could have canceled a date recently, or you had plans but something interrupted it. It could be with a friend or it could be anything really, but yeah. Okay, with the 7 of Cups here, I feel like this person is saying that they want to believe in the magic of love, but sometimes they get really disappointed and confused, okay? And so they need to kind of take things slow with Temperance, all right? And see how things will turn out, all right? But I do feel like with the 8 of Wands, this person gets a kick out of you, or they get a kick out of talking to you, or that you have a very distinct way of presenting yourself to them, okay? And with Temperance, very attractive, you know, and being like a calm presence to this person, pile number 3, but also like really turning their mind on, okay? Seeing is believing, right? With the 7 of Cups. And, you know, a little bit of dangerous love too. The 7 of Cups in the tarot is Venus in Scorpio. So we don't know if we're going to have the most passionate night of our life or if we're going to get poisoned. You know what I'm saying? So interesting. Let's see. Their thoughts are all over the place is what I'm getting, pile number 3, with the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is the Lord of Swiftness. It's Mercury in Sagittarius, and Mercury is debilitated in Sagittarius, and 7 of Cups is really like, I'm a little confused here. Like, pile number 3, what are you thinking? Will you give me some direction? Is what I feel like they're saying, okay? And all mixed up, don't know what to do. All right, maybe I should just, you know, take it a little slow, take it a little easy, or not kind of go off the rails here. with the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Cups, it's easy to kind of lose yourself in the fantasy. Okay, but another thing I'm seeing here too, I'm seeing Scorpio and Sagittarius energy. Temperance represents Sagittarius, and it has to do with the firing of that arrow and that release of sexual tension and pleasure. And also the Eight of Wands is Sagittarius too. So we have two Sag cards and a Scorpio card here, but the release about sexual release is what I also feel here. And it's like if I dip my toe into that, or if I do that, I'm not going to want to stop, okay? Look at where my thoughts are going already is what I feel like this person is saying. Like, once you pop, you can't stop. We have mask here, not showing true feelings, and someone who may be diluting themselves a little bit, okay? And that really is like Seven of Cups energy, because the Seven of Cups is the Lord of illusionary success. So I'm going to put that right under the Seven of Cups, all right? We have soulmates here, and it's like, okay, what are we? Are we connecting? I feel like with the Eight of Wands, wanting to feel very optimistic and refreshed and spicy, you know, at the thought of you. But I also feel like they have some questions with the Seven of Cups, like I feel they want to think that this will work out, or that this will be really exciting and awesome. But I also feel like this person has lost their direction a little bit when it comes to their love life, okay? And they need to get like reorientated back in the right direction. We have Cupid's arrow. Oh my God, you guys. I was just talking about shooting that arrow and releasing that sexual tension or frustration, and talking about the arrow of Sagittarius. And here it is right here. Okay. And it says, have faith, love is coming. Surprise invitation or a meeting. Okay. And I feel like things go from being kind of murky here to not really know what's going on, to having a surprise communication. And then it's like when you two aren't together, when you're not talking, you both kind of forget, like, what are we doing here? Like, do they feel the same way that I do? But like when you guys get back into the flow, I see you two like really coming together and really loving on each other, okay? Or having the potential to do that. But we all go through that phase where we're a little afraid to show our true feelings, or we're just, you know, not sure of how the other person feels. So we're kind of like, what should I do, you know? But it says here, and we have hesitation on here too. So temperance can definitely be where, you know, we need to try something out first and see how it goes, okay? But, you know, I feel like you guys chose Saturn, so you're realists, pile number 3. You know, you have a practical way about you. And, you know, have faith, love is coming. And I do feel like the Eight of Wands could definitely be a surprise, or a surprise invitation that like comes out of nowhere. And you're like, whoa, okay? But some of you may hesitate a little bit simply because it comes out of nowhere, all right? But let's see what else we have. I feel unworthy of your love, okay? And I feel like that's where this Seven of Cups mask energy is coming from. Like somebody feeling unsure about themselves, okay? And Spirit just also gave me the word arrogant. So somebody maybe acting confident, or like they know what they're doing, but underneath it being kind of scared that you'll kind of like see through that, which happens, you know. I mean, we'll see how deep that goes, but you know, a lot of people deal with those issues. We have trust. It's safe to trust in this situation, okay? So trusting in this situation, even if there is a bit of hesitation, okay? And the Seven of Cups can definitely be where we are like, shoot, you know, like we go from having the comfort of the Six of Cups and the easiness of the Six of Cups to having our feelings kind of clouding us, you know, our desire and our feelings kind of clouding us. And Venus is debilitated in Scorpio too, which is the Seven of Cups card. So it's like my feelings are kind of overtaking me and clouding my judgment a little bit here. All right. And we have here true love and Cupid's arrow. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. All right, pile number 3. I don't think you guys were expecting this today. Pile number 3. And, you know, like, I feel unworthy of your love, but the mask is like wanting to look like they have it all figured out, because the 7 of Cups is the Lord of illusionary success. So not wanting to appear very confident with you with the 8 of Wands, but being a little bit worried about how you may perceive them or how you may look at them. Okay, so, you know, I mean, some people get like that. They get shy, or they get a little bit, you know, too humble almost, in a way. Like, I mean, I know even I have it. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, like I'll think about myself and I'll be like, I'm not even a good reader. Like, what am I doing here? You know? And then I really think about it, and I'm like, I'm actually like study the Kabbalah in depth, and I know every single esoteric meaning for every single one of these cards and have memorized it. So I think I'm doing okay, you know? But we all have, I'm just telling you guys that because you picked Saturn, okay? But we all have those moments when we second guess ourselves. And maybe you guys have had them too with things you've been working on, all right? But I see things picking up here with this 8 of Wands, all right? And it's like, let's pick up where we left off, and then everything kind of becomes clear. We have space, okay? We have space here. And, you know, sometimes people, I'm going to put this under the 7 of Cups, okay? Because I feel like sometimes this person may like pull back, okay? Or because they don't want you to see that there is a part of them that maybe is not always all that confident or isn't completely comfortable all the time, okay? And also, I feel like somebody here could really like their space or is very independent at times. Is that you, pile number 3? Okay, and sometimes even if we have a little bit of space from someone, you know, we need to be secure enough to trust that, you know, everything will pick back up in due time, I feel like here. Okay, so trust space, pile number 3. I feel like there's a message here for you guys to kind of trust the space around you that you're in. And if you took space from this person, or they took space from you, or you're just dating and, you know, you're not up each other's butts 24/7, like, you know, it's actually good not to do that. All right, with soulmates here, it's actually good to respect each other and give each other space, you know, because the 8 of Wands wants to be right on top of something and make it happen right now. It's the Lord of swiftness, okay? And the 7 of Cups is a little dopey, you know, it's like, I don't know, you know. But so there's a need to kind of moderate these energies with temperance. We have butterfly and evolve here. Okay, so again, this connection evolving, this person evolving, you're evolving, you know, everybody, we're all evolving together, all right? And if you guys at times have felt, you know, you've had trouble showing your own true feelings at times because maybe you dealt with feelings of unworthiness yourself, I feel like you guys are like my beautiful butterflies in pile number 3 that are just evolving completely and showing your true colors, which is very beautiful, okay? And I feel like you guys have a very dynamic part to you, but you also have like a very intense, you know, intense and dramatic part to you too, although maybe you don't always show that all the time, pile number 3, okay? Don't be afraid to show yourselves. I feel like you guys are butterflies that are, you know, becoming more of who you are every day. Don't like be afraid to be seen, okay? Pile number 3, I know it's easier said than done, one day at a time, okay? And we have here Falcon. Oh yeah. And of course the 9 of Pentacles has a falcon on her hand, is holding the falcon, okay? And the falcon is, you know, a bird of prey, okay? And also like maybe staying on the fray and not really exploring something because we're a little bit hesitant, right? I mean, there's no accidents, right? I mean, there is accidents in this universe, but I think when it comes to this reading, there's not, we're like Bob Ross over here. We're going to paint a bunch of happy little trees. Okay, pile number 3. So we have the Falcon spirit here, and taking a higher perspective, taking a risk, and rising above like our own hesitations, right? And I feel like you guys are seeing a situation in a new light too. And it's very smart of you to do that, pile number 3, okay? I feel like you guys are being very smart. And I talked about that in your channeled messages about your sharp, on point kind of energy, okay? And I feel like some people in your life could have made you second. Okay, pile number 3, I know I'm not harping on this person's feelings because there's something, we'll talk more, okay, about that, but there is another message here. For those of you that felt that people judged you, or that they had very low expectations of you, or you had a parent that was very judgmental towards you, or people that made fun of you because of the changes that you're going through, or people who really judged you in a nasty way because of the way that you're changing. I mean, pile number 3, I just want to say, you're doing phenomenal, okay? And some of you may have heavy Saturn in your chart anyway, but you're doing phenomenal, and you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You're doing just fine, okay, pile number 3? And I'm sorry if you had people like that around you, because you don't deserve that, all right? And maybe that could be where like this feeling of unworthiness comes from, all right? And I just had to say that because I see it. But I really feel like the Sagittarius energy is on fire here. It's about, even if you're not a Sag, you can appreciate it. It's about rising above a situation and seeing a higher perspective and opening your mind to it, okay? And you're smart, pile number 3, so I don't even have to tell you that because I know you're doing it. And I feel like, this person sees you as someone who has a lot of like command over who you are as a person. They may not even see that you sometimes struggled with things in the past, okay? They may have struggled with things too. That's why I'm seeing the soulmate card, okay? Like a lot of times that happens. Like our biggest soulmates, I feel, are also people that have been through similar things that we've been through. And maybe this person has also had been severely judged in some way too by their family or their whoever in their life, okay? But I feel like the more that you guys can get to know each other and get closer to each other and trust. It's hard to have blind faith, it's hard to blind trust. And certainly trust isn't, made up out of nowhere on one day. It has to be earned, okay? And there can be discomfort around that too, because we just want to know everything's going to be okay. Anyway, pile number 3, we have Mercury and mind. Yes, talking about that strong, fresh mind of yours that I feel this person is also like very interested in. You know what's funny, pile number 3? Side note, when I'm doing tarot readings, sometimes I feel like the ability of me to channel in a particular pile or reading sometimes has to do like with the intelligence level of whatever energy I'm channeling. And truth be told, I'm channeling group energy, but I feel like with you guys, it's easy for me because your guys' minds are already like very developed. What I'm trying to say, pile number 3, is that your collective, the people that came to this pile, are smart, okay? And, in your mind, right? In your mind, to trust something. Like if someone's been there and been showing up with the 8 of Wands and you feel a real close attachment or closeness to someone and a real sense of a simpatico kind of an energy, your mind tells you it's okay to trust, right? With this trust card, but maybe it's sometimes been a little, easier said than done type of a thing, okay? So there's a lot of healing happening in the mind, I feel like here too, okay? And, moving past the judgments of others. And I feel like your soulmate, pile number 3, they've been through this stuff too. They have been, because their energy is all over this reading along with yours, right? And Temperance is where fire becomes water and water becomes fire. So it's such a merging, and it's quite spiritual. And we also have the soulmate card here, okay? So I hope this reading gives you guys something to think about here with a higher perspective of looking at this situation, okay? And we have, oh shit, pile number 3. What is this? Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. So funny, because the Knight of Cups showed up in pile 1, pile 2, and now he or she is showing up in pile number 3, 2. Anyway, the Knight of Cups loves us, all right, today, pile number 3. And this Knight of Cups thinks your apples are delicious, okay? And I do feel like, the Knight of Cups is Scorpionic energy, so is the Seven of Cups as well. So, I mean, it's freaky deaky energy. And, I would just say, like, I think this person is wanting to bring you like something pure or something true, okay? I mean, I guess I would say here, like, if you guys are like judging because it's a little hard to trust at times because people have lied in the past or been confused about what they really want, I feel like this person's emerging here to say, like, here I come, baby. All right, here I am, rocking pile number 3 like a hurricane, the Knight of Cups, okay? Actually, this person could be a little bit afraid of your rejection, I feel, to pile number 3, okay? And I don't know if they'd ever admit that, but I do feel like they can be a little bit afraid of your rejection and hoping that you take them with open arms, okay? And this person has a lot on their mind half the time, I feel like here. And, but I do think, talking about how a person is evolving and changing and ready to kind of get out of their comfort zone with the Knight of Cups and move something forward, because they feel that Cupid's arrow, all right? So that is what I am seeing here. We also have the Empress on the bottom of the deck, bringing it all back to the Empress and bringing it all back to love, okay? This person could still feel unworthy at times. I mean, we all have those moments when we don't feel like we're at our best, okay? But with the 8 of Wands, we want to strike while the iron is hot. I do think with the mind showing up here, I think this person is thinking about you a lot, okay? With the 8 of Wands coming in hot, I do think you're on this person's mind, okay? And even if they're not telling you everything, even if you don't know everything they're thinking, I do feel like you've been on their mind big time, pile number 3, okay? And with Temperance, we could be waiting for the right timing. I feel like some of you may be waiting for the right timing. But it has this person like really wanting to like express, I feel like, we go from kind of like not being sure of how to express ourselves, and with the Knight of Cups, feeling free to say something, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here, pile number 3. Now let's go ahead and get a message from this person to pile number 3. All right, and then pile number 3, we're gonna take it, it's straight up 3 o'clock right now in your reading, and we just saw the Empress, which is number 3 in the tarot, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and take it to your 18 plus extended reading next, pile number 3, after this. But let's see, what message would this person want pile number 3 to know, please? What message? The 5 of Coins, okay. So this is the in-between tarot. So we're in between the 5 of Coins and the 6 of Coins, right? We're in between, we're right in that in-between phase of moving from feeling maybe disappointed in ourselves or feeling down about something to feeling more determined and proud of ourselves, okay? And I feel like this person is saying here, Like, I'm proud of you, okay? And the writing's on the wall, pile number 3. I feel like some of you are going to be recognized for your work, or success is really coming your way, all right? And this person with the 5 of coins to the 6 of coins knows that, you know, things haven't always been fair, or things haven't always been easy. But I feel like they're saying, give it up for pile number 3. Like, you know, like clap or give it up for pile number 3, okay? And I feel like some of them want to recognize you as well for like the, like some of you being a role model for other people. And I also feel like this person is like, you know, being humble in a way too. This Knight of Cups feels pretty humble maybe compared to you, pile number 3. And they may be a little bit afraid of rejection with the 5 of coins here. But I do see them reaching their hand out to you, okay? And you've got your hands clasped, you know, clasped together like that. So I think there could be a little bit afraid of rejection. But just know, I feel like pile number 3, that they're trying to reach for you, okay? So that is what I am getting, pile number 3. And for those of you that would like to continue on with me to the extended reading, we will go ahead and take it there for the 18 plus reading. We're ending your reading today at 3:03. So pile number 3, thank you so much. And thank you to everybody who came here today for your reading. Take care, my friends.